Parish President's remarks and report. President Jewell.
Thank you, Chairwoman, Council members. I'd like to start really quickly in my report. I think it's going to come up here in a sec. All right, just some quick drainage work going on. We have some folks out on River Park Drive in the backside of, there's a small servitude, like a 5-foot servitude on the back part of River Park Drive. We have our folks out there reswaling that ditch. And I believe this ditch actually runs between two houses. We recently did some work too to get some water underneath the road, what we're calling an equalizer pipe to kind of equalize water on the sides of River Park. Going over to West B Street, we have box culverts going in. Public Works crews have recently formed and poured these new box culverts on West B. I know Councilman Fisher is keenly aware of this project, and this has been an ongoing project for a few months now, where we've taken out 18 and 20-inch culvert or 24-inch culverts. Some were even smaller than that, and replaced them with 30-inch arch culverts. These were all previously subsurfaced, and so this is just an upsizing of the existing culverts that run down West B. Looking at road repairs, we have $1.1 million in road repairs underway. Road crews will be working on pothole repairs and tree trimming work orders over the next few weeks. So that will be going on. I know that's been a request of some of our council members. So our crews will be switching over to that. And additionally, on road repairs, we will have another batch of roads coming a little bit later, I think, Miles, next month?
Should be, yeah, early in September.
Okay, early September, after Barrier finishes this first batch of roads. Switching over to the C filter upgrade project. This upgrade is important, is an important project because it is a complete refurbishment and upgrade that impacts 40% of the East Bank's production capacity. I don't think this is the first time we're doing a full rebuild of this filter, but proper maintenance and planned upgrades for production capacity is a key part of a healthy water system. And I'll also mention that I believe we got $900,000 for this project through the state water sector program. So making sure that our water system is always in tip-top shape and that we're always providing the best possible product to our residents. And additionally, this was just completed on the West Bank of St. Charles Parish as well. And council members are going to get a tour and attend a ribbon cutting of this pretty soon. Over to Monsanto Park. You probably have seen some orange tape around the Ellington Oaks, and our recreation department is trimming those trees. They hired an arborist to make sure that it was done correctly. We'll also be aerating the soil around these trees and adding amendments to the soil and nutrients for these trees so that they can remain healthy. In the future, we are going to plan every 2 years or so to have some routine maintenance done on these trees to make sure that they stay healthy. And you can see that we removed the old rotten wooden fence that was surrounding the park and went back with a nice black coated chain link fence to make sure our park stays safe for our patrons. Going over to fall sports. Fall sports are well underway with more than 600 different games going on, and that's 1,400 athletes that are participating in those 600 different games this fall season between flag football, volleyball, adult softball, cabbage ball, cheerleading, fall baseball, and tackle football. Basketball registration is going to open on September 1st and is going to run through the 25th. Last year, we had more than 900 players participate in basketball, so we are looking forward to another successful season. Want to really quickly talk about the statewide burn ban. The burn ban remains in effect and was recently amended to ban even agricultural burns. So just for everybody's awareness, even our ordinances under burn bans allow for certain types of burning, agricultural burnings particularly. If you think about cane fields and when you have to burn a cane field, conditions are so bad now that the state has now banned those prescribed burnings as well. While we've had some rain, we're still in a very serious drought, and I'm just going to ask that all residents remain vigilant and do not burn anything, and do not put our fire department assets on the street unnecessarily. Even a small, seemingly thing like flicking a cigarette butt out of the window, which you should never do in the first place, or sitting in a running car on top of tall grass, or even a small trash fire can lead to a significant amount of area burned. So we want to make sure that we keep all of our property and residents safe and adhere to the burn ban. All right, we are coming up on the anniversary of Hurricane Ida. This is the eve of the second year of Hurricane Ida. There's a lot of things still going on across St. Charles Parish. As you know, our baseball fields that were severely damaged at the West Bank Bridge Park are now under repair to be improved. Today, the Lancelot Apartments were being torn down, the start of it at least. That contractor is going to move to Keller Street Apartments after, and then they're going to go across the river to St. Rose, where we believe we have Steamboat and one other apartment complex that is vacant right now that are all going to be torn down. We have work being done on Highway 90, and I can't tell you how much storm debris we are pulling out of that area. Awnings from gas stations, tires, barrels, things that really shouldn't be in there. We've put in significant redundancy at our sewer lift stations. You can see a picture there at the bottom of generators going in. We know how big of an issue it was when we had that large parish-wide power outage after Hurricane Ida, and how much that really hindered not only the sewer system, but our employees had to work around the clock just to keep that sewer system operating to prevent any type of environmental issues that come from those lift stations not working. So that is underway. The second floor of the courtrooms are close to being completed. We all know that that was a big deal. We were able to move our entire judicial system down the street and get it back open within 30 days after Hurricane Ida, a huge feat that would not have been possible if not for the cooperation of the sheriff's office and the district attorney and the judges and parish government all working together to get that done. That allowed us to do this courtroom project in one phase instead of three phases, taking significantly longer and having disruption than doing it in the one phase, which we did. There's so much work going on around the parish. Marnie, you know this, that a lot of people for some reason have just gotten their insurance money. We see a lot of permits coming through for people rebuilding their homes finally right now on the eve of the second year of Hurricane Ida. But if you go around the parish, you still see those scars. You still see people who are not in their homes. You still see people who may have a mobile home in front of their house. We're going to continue to work with those folks every single day to make sure that they get back on their feet and that they stay in St. Charles Parish. And for all the folks who have decided to rebuild in St. Charles Parish, I want to tell you that we appreciate your resilience and we appreciate your confidence in this council, in this administration, in rebuilding here. And then finally, I want to thank the employees, because during the initial preparations, during the immediate aftermath, until this day, they have not stopped working on Hurricane Ida related issues. So thank you to our employees for their dedication, their work. We're going to continue to do it until the job's done. And that concludes my report.